David is a hardworking employee who always puts his best effort into his job. One day, he presents a new idea in a meeting, expecting recognition. But instead, he faces harsh criticism. "This idea is ridiculous. It will never work," someone says. David feels hurt and starts doubting himself. After the meeting, he can't stop thinking about the criticism. Were they right? Am I really that incompetent? Negative emotions take over his mind, making him lose confidence and worry about his job. But if we look back at history, how did great thinkers and ancient philosophers handle criticism? How did they react to maintain their composure and not let others' words hurt them? Let's explore the profound wisdom of the greatest philosophers. 1. Criticism is inevitable. If you want to avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, and be nothing. Those who criticize you are often those who cannot do what you are doing. No one can please everyone, so live according to your own principles. Criticism is the price you pay for excellence. A life without criticism is a life without progress. The higher you climb, the stronger the wind and the criticism. Criticism is inevitable, but how you respond to it is your choice. The greatest people face the most criticism, yet they are the ones who change the world. Critics often do not care about the truth. They just want something to talk about. Do not fear criticism. Fear never daring to do anything at all. Criticism is inevitable in life, especially when you strive to do something different. As the philosophers said, criticism is not a sign of failure, but a sign of effort and progress. Once you understand this, you will no longer fear negative words. Let's move on to the next section to learn how to control emotions when facing criticism. 2. Controlling emotions in the face of criticism. It is not criticism that hurts you, how you react to it. You cannot control what others say, but you can control how you receive it. A wise person does not get angry at criticism. They learn from it. Criticism is like the wind. If you stand firm, it cannot shake you. No one can hurt you without your permission. Your mind is a fortress. Only you decide who is allowed in. Listening to criticism without anger is a sign of a strong mind. One who is easily offended gives control of their emotions to others. When someone criticizes you, ask yourself, is it valuable? If not, let it go. Criticism only has power if you allow it to affect you. Your reaction matters more than the criticism itself. As the philosophers pointed out, you cannot stop others from speaking, but you can choose how you receive their words. If you control your emotions, criticism loses its power. Learning to see it as a lesson rather than an insult makes you stronger in the face of challenges. Let's move on to the next section to learn how to turn criticism into an opportunity for growth. 3. Turning criticism into an opportunity for growth. Criticism gives you two choices, to be hurt or to grow. Listen to your enemies. Sometimes they tell you truths your friends won't dare to. A wise person uses both praise and criticism to improve themselves. Every criticism can be a lesson if you are clear-minded enough to receive it. An intelligent person learns from every word, whether praise or criticism. Do not fear judgment. Fear never improving yourself. Criticism can be fuel for self-improvement if you know how to use it. Criticism does not define who you are. Your response to it does. Valid criticism is a gift, not an attack. How you handle criticism determines the person you will become. Instead of seeing criticism as an attack, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Great philosophers have shown that even negative words can hold value if you know how to use them. By doing this, you turn your critics into unintentional teachers. Let's move on to the next section to explore how to maintain confidence even in the face of criticism. 4. Maintaining confidence in the face of criticism. True confidence does not come from avoiding criticism, but from not being shaken by it. When you are confident in your path, criticism is just noise. A strong person does not let others' words define their worth. Do not let those who do not understand you define who you are. If you live to please others, you will always be a prisoner of their judgment. Confidence is not the absence of mistakes, but the refusal to be defeated by them. A wise person never lets small words derail their big journey. If you believe in your worth, criticism will pass like the wind. Define your own value. Do not let the world do it for you. Confidence is knowing that no one can take away your true worth. Confidence is not about avoiding criticism, but standing firm against it. Great philosophers have emphasized that your worth is not determined by others' words, but by your own belief in yourself. When you define your own value, all criticism becomes meaningless. Let's move on to the next section to discover how to use silence as a powerful weapon against criticism. 5. Using silence to handle criticism. Silence is the most powerful response to meaningless criticism. Do not waste words on those who refuse to understand you. Wisdom sometimes lies in not responding. Silence makes the critic question themselves more than any defense. Only the insecure feel the need to argue to prove their worth. No response is better than calmness in the face of harsh words. When you remain silent against negativity, you take away its power. Do not argue with a fool, for they will drag you down to their level. Your silence can have a greater impact than 1,000 words. Criticism will fade away when no one responds to it. Sometimes, no reaction is the strongest reaction. The philosophers taught that silence can neutralize criticism, forcing critics to reflect on themselves. When you remain calm and do not respond, you not only protect your energy, but also strip negativity of its power. Remember, what others say about you does not define you. What matters is how you respond to it. Conclusion. Criticism is inevitable in life, but you have the power to decide how to face it. Great philosophers have shown that instead of reacting negatively, you can learn, grow, stay confident, and even use silence as a weapon. In the end, your true value does not lie in others' words, but in how you perceive yourself. What do you think about these philosophies? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe to Wisdom Vault, and turn on notifications for more timeless lessons from ancient philosophers.